to support the platform just in case anything like this happens again, you can do it by way of PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and also by the Anchor. And you can also further support the platform by way of going to the Teespring store or the shoe store that is located in the comment section below. So this is further going to just piggyback off of what I stated before when it dealt with the PNB Rock situation and a variety of other things, and also stating that celebrities just need to stop posting their locations directly online. And I'm just going to wait and see, right? And hopefully nothing, takes place. But I feel as though if anything were to have had happen or happens directly in the future by way of something like this, people will all flood directly online and try to state the whole thing. Oh, you can't sit up there and blame this person. You can't blame that person. How about blaming the man on the reason why it is that this was able to happen, and yada, 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 and all this other type of stuff. Like I said before, when it comes to people taking responsibility for the things that they decide to do, you will always have people pull up to the scene to deflect from the situation.
Long story short, Blue is John, I'm Rock, which is Jesus, and blah, 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 blah.
Get off that shit, bro. Open top. I'm on here. Get off, bro.
What is y'all doing?
Why you telling them where we at?
I'm not telling where we at.
They know where we at and the room number. What you doing?
How do you know where the room
You
number?
know, some straight clown, goofy ass nut shit. Like,
I'm not, bro. I'm just fucked
so how
up.
they DMing him where we at? You want to jeopardize everybody's safety for a bullshit lie? For
Get off live, for real.
10,000 fans?
Get off live, for real. Please.
Dumbass.
Now, in that one clip, you heard quite a few things, right? You heard one dude in the background that's obviously with Blueface's crew, talking about somebody's trying to, DM him or DM about the location and where they are and all this other type of stuff. You heard him repeatedly telling her like, "Yo, get off live, get off live, get off live," and then you hear Blueface basically stating the exact same thing to her, questioning her like, "Yo, why are you giving people our room number and location? Like, why you doing stuff like that all over, some dumb like goofy live? Like what is you doing? Like you jeopardizing people's livelihoods and people's safety just over some type of live. Like that don't make any sense. That's completely stupid. You're not thinking. That's illogical." And that's the main thing that I was trying to get through to people when it dealt with PNB Rock. The fact that having the location directly up there and a variety of other things, like it just that just should not have happened. People need to think before they decide to post things directly online. Like I said, it's imperative out here. And I also either the video is posted or you guys didn't see it yet, but I have a video up here basically talking about the fact that the individuals who came through and took the life of PNB Rock, it was a whole black family. It wasn't no gang, it wasn't no thugs, it wasn't none of that. It was a husband and a wife and a son. All three of them accessories to the murder took that man's life because they were able to find out his location and they went there. And it's funny how, even thinking about that whole situation, it's funny how nobody's actually talking about that fact. That it was a black family that did that to that man. But you know what? I digress.
Another one.
I had to run a quick couple errands, all right? And I left that in the room, took his phone. So, yeah. And I'm not drunk. Not even drunk yet. I'll put that on my mom. Oh, did we just get here?
We just got here.
This is my first shot. I don't give a I'm waiting for this to ring, 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 ring. Like I'm gonna got locked up, don't worry. Ring through. I'm waiting for the baby mother to call, I'm waiting for whoever to call the phone. We got a real talk. Because how are you other broke? Like, I still be with I got some bread for the group, you know, fan. That's bad. They don't even know with your baby mother. I'm gonna go to jail. I almost went to jail, yo. I swear to God. I broke everything in my hotel room. In front of broke the TV, the window frame. We had to run from that hotel to another one. You know, I really want to go to jail.
So let me also reiterate, right? She decided on her own accord to leak the video that her and Blueface basically did online due to what? Her being emotional, her finding out that Blueface ended up spending some alone time with the fan, and she felt a certain type of way and decided to list that, oh, she is single and she wanted to do all of these things, right? And you also heard what she decided to do, right? She took his phone. She's waiting for the person or whoever to basically call so she can quote unquote have a real conversation. And she stated multiple times how she's ready to go to jail and how she was about to go to jail. Why? Because she was emotional and she decided to tear up property that she don't even own nor could she even pay for. So the hotel room that they were in, she tore up the TV and all these other types of things. And then they had to leave that hotel and then hurry up and find another hotel. This is another reason why black people can't go nowhere, because you'll have black people with money that will decide to do things like this. They'll decide, oh, well, I got money, I can do whatever it is that I want, yada, yada, yada. And then it's stuff like this. So then when we show up after saving up our money and we want to actually enjoy ourselves, this is when we start getting hit with all types of rules, regulations, bans, this and that, and all this other type of stuff because the people that were here before us. And that also, I'm trying to also make black people understand, regardless of however you feel about wherever somebody comes from, ethnicity, tribe, whatever it is, as long as they have the skin complexion and they're reflective of, the minority that is here, which is black Americans, wherever it is, it's going to end up falling back on us. That's the one main point that I want to get across because that's something that I keep seeing in a lot of the videos that I cover where people are like, oh, are these people B1, FBA, Adios, Foundational, Freeman, Hebrew, Israelite, this, that, and the third. I'm like, at the end of the day, it don't even matter because if they got the skin color, people are going to generalize and say that they fit with everybody else. So it's not going to matter at the end of the day. Because even if you were able to prove that, a person is not of such and such and such and such and such and such, it's not going to matter because they're still going to generalize. So, just saying.
Another one.
Bro, yeah, bro. Chilling down the stream. I'm going to stay.
Yeah.
Damn, oh God.
And just like that, she returns right back to the exact same relationship. And this is why I sit up there and tell a lot of guys that you shouldn't really invest any time or energy into women like this, due to the fact that if you decide that you want to go out there and save them, they're going to return right back to the exact same person that they stated that did this to them, did that to them, and all these other types of things. We all know the history of, in a sense, Blueface and Christina Rock. Or if you don't, you can, look it up on social media real quick and you will gather a lot of stuff within about, 20 to 15 minutes. I mean, 15 to 20 minutes. And, in a sense, it's not good. It's, in a sense, a very tragic love story, and you heard what they stated directly there. It was like, hey, here with, Bobby and Whitney and yada yada yada, Ike and Tina. And you can hear her directly in the background trying to go over her vocals or her lyrics or whatever it is. And she did not deflect. She didn't say like, oh no, that's not true. That's not who we are. I'm not the type of, no, because she know exactly what it is. She knows that she is toxic. She's with the guy that's toxic. They're both in a toxic relationship. And this is something that those two toxic people decided to be a part of. So if you have guys out here trying to white knight, stop it. If you have women out here trying to body block and deflect and say that, oh, it's because mentally she's just not, all there, she's just this, she more than likely knows the type of guys that she is into. Just like most ordinary women out here, the only difference is that she will be, in a sense, open and honest with the types of guys that she knows that she selectively picks. A lot of other women out here, they'll be like, no, that's not the type of guys that I'm interested in, and yada yada yada. Like I said, this goes to even a greater depth to when it states that a lot of people, you attract what you are. She is a toxic type of woman, so she attracted a toxic type of man. Therefore, they are the perfect couple. So if people want to try to deflect and say that, you don't attract what you are and all this, you lie. You a straight lie. Like I said, people will say what it is that they want, but their actions and the energy that they give off is something vastly different. So this is when people want to turn around and state that, oh, but this the type of stuff that I like and da da da, but this is what I attract, because that's, you attract because that's what you are. But like I said, I digress. My main point is, this is why I don't really care when it comes into relationships and certain things transpiring within those relationships, because the end result is 9 times out of 10 going to be that that woman is going to return right back to that exact same guy that has a history of doing these things, and the history is directly out there on social media. Blueface has stated what he likes to do and the things that he has done, and Chrisean as well has stated his history and all this other type of stuff. But yet she's right there still by his side, has all of these tattoos with his name, his face, and all this other type of stuff, and she's yet again back in the studio with him. So it is what it is.